Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Sports Fellas.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone.
So Eric back in the booth today.
Travis.
And Tristan.
And your host, Carlos. Thank you guys for another week. We are on week 10. So, you guys, before anything, let's go ahead and give a quick shout out and thank you to our following sponsors.
Are you needing some insurance? Give our good friend Ernie Ruelas with State Farm Insurance a call. Like a good neighbor, Ernie's there. You can call him at 1-316-682-2300. Or if you're in Wichita, come see his office at 11330 East Central, Suite 400 at Central and Greenwich.
All right. Well, Eric, welcome back. So
Thank you.
We are on week 10 of the NFL. So Tristan and I, we were talking, and we both realized that we are not doing well on our picks. So we need to be rescued.
It was Upset Sunday.
And besides that, and we brought also our guest, Travis. So Travis is going to help us. So let's go ahead. Let's kick it off real quick, Eric. Your team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're doing pretty hot right now.
They're not bad. They tried to give the game away, but they held on. You know, veterans there, getting it done at the tape. And somehow we squeaked out a win.
Y'all had some nice refs on y'all's side.
Yeah, as a Steelers fan, that taunting call, I don't agree with that at all. I feel bad for the kid because he just got elevated up from the practice squad. A little bit animosity because he was on the Steelers in preseason. We cut him. He got picked up, and then he had that taunting call, which I don't think was fair, and that kind of turned the tide of the game.
Did anybody see that Chicago Bear lineman doing that round, whatever that kind of karate kick thing going on? And then he stared at your line, and then he got a taunting call. I'm like, oh, come on, you guys. Got to stay foot. That's boneheaded moves. But, okay, well, let's go ahead. Let's kick it off real quick. We have the Detroit Lions coming off their bye, visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, Eric, we're going to start off with you because, again, you're the Steelers fan. So, Eric, Detroit, sad season. I mean, I've tried to root for them. I try to root for them. I've done everything in my power, and they keep dropping the ball. So, who you got in this game and why?
You know who I have. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers at home. This is going to be another win for them to get them back on track. And Detroit is just, I guess they're going for the number one overall pick again.
I'm also going with Steelers. I don't think the Lions are going to win much games. I don't think they're going to win one for a while.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. Steelers all the way. The only thing that I like about the Lions is DeAndre Swift.
University of Georgia.
Yeah, other than him, I feel like they're, it's just a wreck down there. So definitely Steelers.
It's so unfortunate because the thing is with the Lions, they're in a division right now where Chicago's losing. Minnesota's been inconsistent. Green Bay's running with the lead, and it's just that they're just getting dusted, and there's just no way for them to find that equilibrium to kind of get in to be significant going into the games. Pittsburgh right now is riding high right now. Have you noticed Ben is getting a little bit more comfortable throwing the ball, but still he's not darting it like he used to. Of course, we understand with injuries and then age and your line is not really helping you out. But thank goodness he picked up my boy from the University of Alabama, Najee Harris. So he's helping him out. I think they're going to give a run for the AFC North with that big showdown when it's going to be them in Baltimore. Because don't count out Cincinnati yet. But for now with Pittsburgh, I think they will be able to capitalize on the weaknesses of Detroit, and Pittsburgh's going to go ahead and win that game. So next up, we have the Cleveland Browns visiting the New England Patriots. So Cleveland dominated against our friend here, Chris, the Bengals fan, dominated them in the Battle of Ohio. Now they're going to go against a New England team that beat the Carolina Panthers, not convincingly, but they capitalize on mistakes. So I'm going to start this off with you, Tristan. Who are you taking and why?
Man, that's a tough one. I think I'll go with the Browns just simply because I like their run game. I think they have a great offense. But I think it's going to be a close one because Nick Chubb is out, so that could change the side of the game. But we saw Dearness Johnson prove himself that first game he had to start. So I think they'll be able to put up a fight. Yeah, I just like Cleveland winning this one.
Travis?
I'm also going Browns. I feel like the Browns do better without OBJ. With him gone, I feel like they're going to be focusing way more on winning.
Eric?
I'm going to go with the Patriots. It's hard to beat Bill Belichick at Gillette Field. Mac Jones is playing good. The chess master knows how to scheme against people, so he's going to make Baker Mayfield beat him with his arm. I don't know if he can do it. I know they got rid of Gilmore at corner. I know Nick Chubb is out for the Browns, but it's just Bill Belichick is hard to beat. He wins those close games. He makes you make mistakes, and he makes you beat yourself. So I'm going to go with the Patriots at home.
And just for a little history here, Bill Belichick used to coach the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
So there's a little animosity going on there. And you're going against, again, El Maestro, the master of execution. He will exploit you. And the problem is in these games, we see already Baker Mayfield comes up short. Now that there's no Nick Chubb, there is no Kareem Hunt. Now we got a good running game kind of going on, but we know already probably New England's going to box up the line, and they're going to try to shut down Jarvis Landry. There's no Odell. Speaking of that, real quick,
Jr.
Njoku.
Oh, yes.
Njoku.
And don't forget Hopper.
Oh, yeah. Austin Hooper.
Hooper. Why do I keep messing up his names? I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm just not perfect.
Hey,
like
we're
that.
here. We're here for you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank goodness I'm not on ESPN because they probably go blackout mode. And they're like, yeah, we're having technical difficulties. But no, I'm going to go ahead and go with shout out to Brandon and Zoe, big Patriots fans, and I know Vanessa as well. You guys are going to win this game. It's at Gillette. So, all right, next up we have the Minnesota Vikings going against Travis's team, the Los Angeles Chargers, the Go Bolts. All right, I'm going to start this off with you, Travis. Who you're taking and why?
I got to take the Chargers. Herbert's going pretty well as of last week. Had a 84% passer completion rating. I feel like he's going to keep the win streak going, leading the AFC West once again. But yeah, Chargers.
All right, Eric.
I'm going to go with Justin Herbert as well, in the Chargers. He was my pick for being up there for the MVP. He stumbled a little bit in a sophomore slump, but it's been better than most. So I still think he's a budgeting star in this league. I think he's got everything that he needs to be a superstar in this league, and the team's behind him. I think they win this game in a statement win to start their run for the playoffs.
Yeah, I have to go with the Chargers. Minnesota's just been up and down. They have good games, but then they look terrible other games. They're too inconsistent. The Chargers are just an overall better team, in my opinion. So, yeah, definitely Chargers.
And let me throw one little aspect in there, the issue with Dalvin Cook that came out this week.
Yeah, tell us about that, Eric.
So I guess he got accused of assault. He's denied it. His lawyers have denied it. But, I mean, let's talk about the locker room. Let's talk about the optics of the NFL right now. His mind is not going to be focused like it's been. So I'm going to take him out of the game mentally. And so that means their run game is hurt. And then you put everything on Kirk Cousins' shoulders. He doesn't always come through. So,
but Alexander Madison's a good backup.
Okay.
I think when the time comes, he steps up and does a good.
But
good
is
showing.
he ready now?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
That was a good one. So real quick, let's give always salutations and shout out to the Viking fans.
Chaz, my boy.
Chaz, Todd, Greg, Mr. Callaway, and guys on our likes and subscribe. If you rep your team, tell us who your team is, and we'll give you a shout out there. So, all right. So here's the thing with Minnesota. They should have beaten Baltimore.
Yes.
Everyone in the nation that saw that game knows very well because them boys, Dallas was getting killed by Denver. So they, rescue case averted. They switched it over to the Ravens and Vikings game. Here's the thing with Minnesota. Kirk Cousins, again, and I appreciate what Eric said. He's so inconsistent. Some days he's clutch and sometimes he's not. But in a sense, you just don't know what you're going to get out of him. And when you have Thielen, and then you've got Jefferson, and then who's that other wide receiver they got? Oh, what's his name? Oh,
KJ Osborne.
Osborne. They're stepping up. They're elevating. But the thing is with the Chargers, now let's take it over to the Chargers. Herbert's playing, in a sense, it's like we're watching the future. He's no Patrick Mahomes, just running out of the pocket here and there. But we saw him in the University of Oregon, what he can do.
Absolutely.
And now that he's got Mike, because I think he has more rapport with Mike Williams than Keenan Allen. But
Yeah.
Keenan Allen had a better game.
Keenan Allen's been there for a while.
Yeah,
That's
so-
Phillip Rivers' guy. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Let's be
No,
honest.
I thought that was Drew Brees. Did Drew Brees and Keenan Allen?
Well, I mean, Keenan Allen's been there forever.
Okay.
He's been
No,
around
no, I
since
forgot. No,
2013.
no, I'm going a little bit way
Yeah.
too back.
Yeah.
I remember it was what's his name? Antonio Gates.
Yep, and Vance Jackson.
But anyway, so they're at the SoFi, and Herbert has got a better plan this time going in forward in this game. Now remember they played against Philly. Philly's not that good, but again the Chargers they're known, if I'm not mistaken, Travis, correct me. They are known to be a second half team.
Oh yeah.
And right now, their run game's okay. I'm a little concerned a little bit on the secondary because they give up a lot of crucial plays. And now who's going to guard? Who's going to try to shut down Thielen and shut down the other
Exactly.
weapons there? But I'm going to give it to the Chargers, and I'm going to call it out there. It's going to be a close game again. So are we all going for the Chargers?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. We've got the Carolina Panthers visiting the Arizona Cardinals. So Carolina had a loss against New England, and Arizona, they beat the 49ers.
Yes.
So I'm going to start this off with you, Eric. Who are you taking?
Taking Arizona. Without DeAndre Hopkins and I think Kyler, he'll come back for this game. They said I think he's got an ankle or something like that. Cliff Kingsbury was talking about that. I think he comes back for the game. They're trying to get home field and solidify that, so I think he comes back. Carolina with I forget the guy from USC, Sam Darnold. He's not there yet. Carolina's kind of hit and miss. I have Arizona. I think they're just going to run through this game, no problem.
I'm going with Arizona. Either if it's going to be Kyler Murray or Cole McCoy, I feel like they're still going to get the win done. Carolina's been up and down all year long. I just don't see Carolina actually winning this one.
Yeah, I gotta go with Arizona too, man. They're just a great team. They're a Super Bowl caliber team this year, and even without Chase Edmonds got injured that game, I think like in the first quarter, Colt McCoy was in. They destroyed the Niners. So I don't think not having Kyler is a problem.
Talk about a resurgence for Colt McCoy as a quality backup.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's a very underrated thing in this league, is a quality backup to come in when any starter gets hurt. And so if they have that, that's the teams that end up going to the Super Bowl next man up.
I still remember when he was in Washington. Yeah, I mean he's a good quarterback. I mean, of course, you got to represent University of Texas. It's still that what if. I mean, if he would have been in that national championship game against Alabama, what would have happened? What would have happened? But who knows? That was a long time ago.
It was indeed.
All right, so Sam Darnold, if I'm not mistaken, he has a fractured shoulder. So, and Christian McCaffrey came back, but I mean,
Well, that was his first game back.
it's
so
his. And
just
then
got
Hubbard
eased
is Hubbard
into it.
still getting reps in?
I think a few. I don't know if it's too many, but I think he's
Okay.
still getting a few.
And I'm still bummed out that Robbie Anderson is not getting the respect. He's not getting the touches like he used to. Hopefully, with who's the backup for Carolina?
PJ Walker.
Okay, dude, if you do hear the show, listen,
Feed Robbie Anderson.
feed Robbie Anderson, please, and get DJ Moore involved as well, because he's the key. He's the key, and hopefully Sam Darnold comes back healthier and they can do something. But it's Arizona; they're just too hot right now, so that's who we're going to go for. Next up, we have the Philadelphia Eagles going to the Mile High, visiting my team, the Denver Broncos. All right, so I'm going to start this off with Driston here. Who are you taking?
I got to go with the Broncos. I just think they're a better team. As simple as that. Philadelphia's just not quite there yet. And, they came off a big win against Dallas, completely shut them out. So, yeah, I feel like they're going to ride on that momentum and, beat the crap out of the Eagles.
I'm also going to go Broncos. I just don't feel like Philly is actually that team this year that they used to be. Since the Super Bowl, they've just been declining, so I'm going with Broncos.
I got to go with the Broncos as well. Von Miller, who? We don't need him. They shut down the boys. That's crazy to me that everybody had them. I think they were, 7 or 10 point underdogs in that game and shut them down, made Dak and all them look bad. So I think they're still riding that high off of that win in Dallas, and so they're going to continue that momentum and beat the Eagles at home in Mile High.
Here's the thing. It was a shocker. I think it was a weird week. And watching Denver go into America's team
Jerry's
and laying the smackdown on the Dallas Cowboys, the way I see it with Denver is they played fundamental. They came in, they squared up to Dallas, hit them in that glass jaw, and it was a wrap. It was over. They stumbled. But here's the thing, though. If Denver's going to take that momentum and keep it going, they need to capitalize on wins. This is critical because we still haven't played the Chiefs yet. We still haven't played your team either, right?
Exactly,
The Chargers.
exactly.
So we're not out of the loop yet. But if we can capitalize on these wins, a wild card can be in the mix. That would. Yeah, I know. Tristan, you are super notorious for this, you guys. He is super notorious. So I know you're excited. I understand, but hold on. This guy.
We can all dream, Carlos.
So all I'm just going to say is, for all my Bronco fans out there is hope. But
there's a chance.
There's still a chance, but you just don't get all excited because we were 3-0 and then we got reality check. So we don't want that. So I think this is going to be a decent game. I think we're going to just pretty much run the ball, and we're going to have Teddy Bridgewater be a game manager here, and we're going to win. I'm not going to say super convincingly, but convincingly. So go ahead, Tristan. I know you're excited. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, man, everybody in the AFC West has 5 wins. So with that in mind, you still have, the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Chargers to compete against. We can all dream, Carlos. We can all dream.
This is why I don't come to you for advice, because you just like to shut me down. But it's okay. I keep my head up. What's the worst that can happen, right? But all right. Let's go ahead and move on. We have the Seattle Seahawks visiting the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau. So, Eric, Seattle has been on the slumps here. They just recovered from the bye. And Tristan, if I'm not mistaken, is Russell Wilson back?
He is back.
Yes.
All right.
He is
back. We're going to start this off with you, Eric. Who are you taking and why?
This is a tough one for me because there's a lot of factors here. Is Aaron Rodgers going to play with the COVID protocol? Is Russell Wilson's finger healed? Is he 100% or is he trying to come back too early? It's at Lambeau. I'm going to take the Packers, and I'm going to give Jordan Love a chance to prove himself. And that's so hard for me to say because I think Seattle's defense is better. But Green Bay at home is a tough team to beat. And I think if Aaron plays, this is definitely a Green Bay Packer win. If Aaron doesn't play, I think Seattle might win this game. So it's kind of up in the air. But if I had to pick without Aaron and Russell playing with his finger, I'm going to go with the Packers.
Nice. Travis.
I'm going to go with Seahawks. I feel like if Russell is able to play, I feel like they will win. Jordan Love, he just didn't seem like a good quarterback against the Chiefs. He struggled very hard against them, but I'm going with Seahawks.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys, and definitely what Eric said. If Aaron Rodgers is playing, I think it's definitely Packers all the way. But if Aaron Rodgers isn't playing, I'll go with Seattle because, man, after watching him against my team, Kansas City, it was a terrible game. And, I guess it was his first start, so I'll give him that. But, yeah, if he doesn't pick it up, then, yeah, definitely going Seattle.
Through my years, Tristan, when Seattle goes against Green Bay, it does not look good for Seattle. For some reason, who remembers a long time ago when Matt Hasselbeck went in overtime?
We're going to win it. We're going to get the ball and we're going to win.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
They lost.
And the thing is that they're with DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, they've got the weapons. I know Chris Carson's still out and they're rotating between Penny and Collins running the ball, but Pete Carroll has got to get a little bit more creative here. And if Aaron Rodgers is back, it's a wrap. It's going to be Green Bay. And if it's Jordan Love, I would go for Seattle. But if I'm not mistaken, Aaron Rodgers is going to be coming back. Am I
If
right?
he tests negative, I think tomorrow or Friday, he's cleared to play on Sunday. But he has to test negative and have no be asymptomatic is the term. He's got to be asymptomatic and test negative.
Okay, so speaking of controversy, we've been hearing that Aaron Rodgers have had some issues going on. I mean, is this going to be something that's going to bother him in the game, or no, he's just going to go and take care of business?
I think he's fine. I think he'll take care of business if he's allowed to play. I mean, he's a professional. He's been in this league a long time. He's a Super Bowl champion, a MVP of the league. He knows what to do, but they just if he's not on the field, that team is different. Just like Seattle. If Russell Wilson is not on the field, it's a different team. Those are franchise guys for those teams, So if their key players aren't there, it's like kryptonite for Superman.
Ooh, nice. So, as stated, if Aaron Rodgers is there, I'm going for Green Bay. And if Russell's there and Jordan Love is playing for Green Bay, then I'm going for Seattle. So it's a tough one. I agree with you, Tristan. All right. So, moving on up, we have your team, Tristan, the Kansas City Chiefs, Sunday night going to Las Vegas, visiting the Raiders. So we see that the Chiefs had their win against Green Bay. I mean, okay. All right, let's take a quick pause. Okay, real quick.
A win is a win.
Hold on. There you go again, Tristan. There you go again. See, you're hurting me. You're hurting me because I'm trying to conduct the show, and you're over here getting in your feelings. Okay, look. For all the Chief fans out there, hear me out, everybody. Hear me out. A win's a win. Yes. Okay, right. Okay. But don't sit there and tell me that you guys beat Green Bay convincingly. Mahomes is still struggling. They're still not catching the balls there. And the defense is still allowing people to run all over them. And this is going to be a staple game because, of course, it's a divisional rival, big time.
Did the Raiders win the first one?
They won the first one at Arrowhead, but they lost in Vegas.
Okay.
So yes, for your benefit, yes, the Chiefs do beat the Raiders at Las Vegas. So they kind of own that a little bit because I've noticed that the Raiders will beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead most of the time. I don't know how that works, but we're going to start this off with you. Let me let you shine here. Who are you going to take and why?
I'm not being biased here, guys, but I'm going with Kansas City, and here's why. The Raiders just lost to the Giants, and we beat the Giants 2 weeks ago. So, it's a clear win for us. We're clearly the better team here. Okay, but in all reality, though, yeah, we've been struggling. Oh, don't even get me started. The only reason we won against Green Bay is because Aaron Rodgers wasn't there. Like I said, Jordan Love had a terrible game. There's so many passes Jordan Love just could not connect with, any of his receivers. So, yeah, I'll give the Packers, they didn't have Rodgers there, but yeah, I'm saying we're going off that momentum. It may have been a bad win, but I'll say we'll keep that momentum going against the Raiders, especially since it's a division game. And, we'll put up a fight. I think it'll be close just because of how, bad our defense has been this year. And, like you said, Mahomes has been struggling. Our receivers are struggling to catch the ball. Overall, we are just struggling. I feel like we need to run the ball a lot more than we are because we've been doing a good job with our run game recently. So, yeah. But as for the Raiders, I feel like there's too much chaos at the moment. Of course, they lost their head coach. That's still there. And then Henry Ruggs. And it's just it's not that they're a bad team. They're just in chaos at the moment. I feel like they're not stable.
Self-inflicted chaos.
So with all what's going on with the Raiders and us coming off that win, I would go with my team, boy, Kansas City.
I hate to say this, but I'm going with Raiders. I feel like the Chiefs have been struggling way too much. Barely winning by 3 against the Giants and barely winning by 6.
But we beat the Giants.
That's true. I mean, I just don't think I feel like Derek Carr is going to win this one against Patrick Mahomes. I feel like Patrick Mahomes has been throwing way too many interceptions compared to Derek Carr, but I'm going Derek Carr. It's going to be very close, but Derek Carr.
Man, tough choice here. I'm going to go with the Raiders, man. I really am. With all the chaos and everything that's going on, I just think, like Travis said, Derek Carr is going to find a way to throw a to keep the ball and not turn it over. And the way that Patrick Mahomes is having a year where he's doing 1 or 2 turnovers a game, uncharacteristic of himself, you win the turnover battle, you win the game. So I think the Raiders, in maybe a 3-point game, win this. It's going to be really close.
This is tough, too, and this is kind of fun. Shout out to Don, Don, big Raiders fan. Also Terry and all the Raider Nation, the commitment to excellence. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and start off here with the Chiefs. Okay, yes, so like I said, the Chiefs have been inconsistent. They want to parade around because they beat the Giants. Okay, ooh. And then you want to parade around that you beat Green Bay with the quarterback that struggled. I mean, the guy struggled. So, and the shout out to Eric's team, the Packers. I know. Keep your head up, Eric. But now you're going against a team that mirrors you guys. And this is going to be tough. But this is why I'm going to choose this team. And I'm going to go with the Chiefs. It hurts. I know. Everybody pause. Okay, why I'm taking the Chiefs is because that exact thing, the momentum. You guys always play well against the Raiders. You guys play well against the Raiders. But if you guys do lose, it's going to be because Derek Carr is going to finally manage the game a little efficient. He's going to get Winfrey involved more. Waller, get the run game going. I mean, the thing was, they shouldn't have lost to the Giants. I mean, that makes no sense. But again, it's any given Sunday kind of scenario here. But if I'm going to go for the Chiefs, it's just for the simple fact that you guys have the games kind of going. So if I'm wrong, please do, because I'm already messing up already with the losses racking up here. So, but yeah, I'll go for the Chiefs. Okay, are you happy? Does that make you feel?
I appreciate that, Carlos. Thank you.
You know, Carlos, big ups to you for mentioning Hunter Renfrow. You know, one of my favorite players from college. He was the Alabama killer in those 2 Clemson national championship games. So shout out to Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah.
Former walk-on.
Former walk-on. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and give a quick shout-out and thank you to our following sponsors.
We all have bad luck sometimes, but accidents don't have to be a disaster. Ernie Ruelas is exactly what you need. A dedicated and friendly State Farm agent. He's the best choice to help you manage the risk of everyday life and recover from the unexpected. Contact Ernie at 316-682-2300 or visit him at 11330 East Central Avenue in Wichita, Kansas. Let him put your financial worries to rest so you can realize your dreams.
All right, so we have the game of the week. We have the Rams visiting the San Francisco 49ers. But before that, you guys, we did miss one game. We have tomorrow's game. We have the Baltimore Ravens visiting the Miami Dolphins. So, real quick, before we do the game of the week, who you got, Tristan?
Oh, Ravens. I feel like it's easy. Dolphins are just having a rough time this season, man. I don't know what it is, what's going on, but they're having a hard time trying to find wins. I feel like they have the weapons to win, just they're not connecting the dots yet. And, the Ravens, they're just an amazing team. So, yeah, definitely Ravens.
I'm also going to go Ravens. Miami last week barely held on to the Texans, so, I mean, that's just got to say something for itself. But, yeah, I think Lamar's going to go crazy on the defense of Miami. But, yeah, Ravens.
I also have the Ravens. I think Lamar and Hollywood Brown are making a great connection. Lamar's really trying to make that playoff push to get that off of his shoulders, that he needs a playoff win, and make a deep run to make him worth his money that he's going to be asking for very soon. So I think I take the Ravens in this game.
It's pretty simple. Shout out to our friends here, Grimm and Taylor, big Raven fans. Here's the thing. Baltimore, they're playing at a high level right now. I mean, yes, when they lost to the Bengals, it was kind of a shocker. But right, like I mentioned previously, these games are going forward to the matchup against the Steelers. This is where we're going to know, okay, we run the AFC North or not. Because your Steelers, they're on the rise.
We're in the hunt.
You're there. You're there. And so the Ravens, somehow they find a way to keep winning. I mean, that game against Minnesota, it goes to show there is no quit in Lamar. There is no quit in him. And then watching Mark Andrews getting those critical catches, Hollywood not giving up. I mean, they are ready to go. So, yes, for tomorrow's night game, we're going to go with the Ravens. So
it's amazing how Mark Andrew just finds a way to get open. He's just always open.
And that's why I have him in my fantasy league. So, thank you very much. All right, so let's go ahead and now tune into our game of the week. So, Travis, so we've got the Rams visiting the 49ers. 49ers are struggling. It's bad. It's really bad. And they're going to host the Los Angeles Rams that had a surprising loss to the Titans. So, who are you taking and why, Travis?
I'm going to take the Rams. I feel like Von Miller showing up for that defense is going to be possibly a game changer. But, yeah, I feel like with another edge rusher for Aaron Donald, I feel like the Rams are going to win this one.
Tristan.
Yeah, I got to go with the Rams. Much better team. They had a disappointing loss to Tennessee, but, Tennessee's still a good team. So, whatever. I definitely go with the Rams.
I'm also going to go with the Rams. Von Miller's first game, I think Matthew Stafford had a little bump in the road. You're allowed to have that as a quarterback, and I think he bounces back, realizes that, he needs to capitalize on the talent that he has around him, and they get back on the right track.
Yes. Here's the thing. When they lost that game Sunday night against Tennessee, they lost to Adrian Peterson.
The
Just
GOAT.
nitpicking. A.J. Brown, which Ramsey did a good job shutting him down. But overall, I like the fact how Matthew Stafford was not comfortable. He was not comfortable. And the Titans were ruthless, relentless, keep getting that. So that's Mark Vrabel. You know how Vrabel does it. But where we're at in this game, Deebo Samuel's still a top wide receiver. George Kittle is back, if I'm not mistaken.
For how long, we'll see.
But where I want to know, where I would like to know is the Garoppolo and what's his name? What's his love, right? No, what's his name? Trey Lance. Trey Lance,
yeah.
Yeah. Before I give my pick, let's talk a little bit about it. Is this Garoppolo's time to go? And I'm gonna start this off with Travis. So Travis, tell me, is Garoppolo? Does Kyle Shanahan need to just go ahead and let him go and start off with Trey Lance, or what's going on?
I feel like at some point you got to give it to Trey Lance. Some point he's going to take over. I think it should be sooner than later. Trey Lance looked pretty good whenever he did play his few snaps that he was in. But, yeah.
Tristan.
I don't really watch San Francisco that much, so just take that in mind with what I say. But I feel like Garoppolo still has some, play left in him. I don't think he's been playing bad. He's been playing kind of mediocre. But I say no. I say we still give Garoppolo a chance, see what he can do. But, if nothing happens, if he can't produce wins, then I think, we got to step up. We got to make a change.
I'm going to say that he's on the hot seat. Right, they took Trey, number 3 overall. Was it number 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, took him number 3, put Garoppolo on the hot seat there. He's a young kid. He's got wheels. He's got a great arm. He's a student of the game. Garoppolo, let's be honest, he's expensive. He's a $100 million man. So if you're not producing at this level for these franchises, when you're getting paid this money, you might have to go somewhere else. Now, there's some options that'll take Jimmy Garoppolo for sure, but I think give him 2 or 3 more games, and if he doesn't show promise, put in the kid.
I agree. And George Kittle, he's just been inconsistent being with injuries. But George Kittle's a top tight end.
Yeah,
he's,
top 3.
He's vicious. And also, Deebo needs more help. I mean, Deebo Samuel is also a great wide receiver. But when we're really coming down to is that Garoppolo is still part of that stay in the pocket, make little short plays. He's very West Coast mentality.
Needs a run game.
But the problem is that's not working no more because Matthew Stafford, he likes to still stay in the pocket. And then Russell here and there. He's not a scrambler like he used to be.
Right.
And then we have Kyle. I mean, he's the top tier. And he's still, what's it called? revolutionizing in that position there in Arizona. So if San Francisco cannot figure out this game, figure out what Aaron Donald is, and I'm not mistaken, Von Miller will debut in this game.
Yes.
So if they don't get it together, this is going to be a change. And so for this game, I'm going to go with the Rams. The Rams has got good momentum going in, and I feel that they're going to try to fight for that division. So we just need to capitalize on Arizona to make some mistakes. So
So we all picked Rams this week.
Yep, we did.
Yeah. Oh, well, on that note, I just want to give a shout out to my girlfriend. She's a big San Francisco fan, so hearing us all pick Rams should make her really happy.
this guy, you know, he never ceases to amaze me.
Tell you what, man.
Tristan, I like you, man. I really do. You know, shout out to
Thank
all the 49er. Yes, my good friend Marie and her fam out there at Newport Beach in California. I know they're big 49er fans, so shout out to you guys. My good friend Isaiah Hernandez, and also my good friend Willie Cheeks and family, also big 49er fans. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just feel that the Rams are just a better equipped team.
Oh, yeah. They are an amazing team this
And
season.
it's just unfortunate because I like Kyle Shanahan. I really do. The guy is a good offensive minded. You know, he got the genes from his dad.
Facts. Mike.
I forgot his name. Mike Shanahan.
All those years in Denver, and you forgot his name?
I forgot his name. I forgot. Are you guys gonna get mad at me, Denver fans? Are you guys gonna get mad at me? I'm sorry. I forgot. You know, just slipped. But facts. He was an offensive coordinator for the 49ers when they won when Steve Young.
Yes.
So I just remembered. So I redeemed myself. But overall, these games that we're going to see this week, a lot of them are going to be statement games. Especially the Chiefs and the Raiders. That's going to be a critical game. And right now with what teams are on byes right now? So we have Dallas, right? Is Dallas on a bye?
No,
No, they
Dallas
already-
plays the Falcons.
Did I just miss that game?
You did
We
miss
did.
that game.
You
It's
also
okay.
missed the Colts and
Jaguars.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the Jets, too, right?
And Buccaneers in Washington.
Dang.
Wow.
Whoa, you guys. All right, well, let's hurry up and run them down. Bucks are going to win. I
Yep.
just feel that the Washington football team is not they're not playing like the same like last year, and I think that Tom Brady's going to go in, kind of get them exposed. So who are you going to take, Eric?
I got the Bucks.
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 All right, shout out to the Bucks team. My son Skyler, you know, that's his squad, so go Bucks. All right, so now
Colts
we
and
have
Jags.
Colts and Jags. All right, shout out to Kyle and the family, the Stripling family, and also Sean Clem and the family. They're big all Colts fans. All right, so you guys are going to win. It's real simple. Jonathan Taylor, I mean, he's a phenomenal running back. He stepped up, and now Michael Pittman has also taken over that position. I think it's almost getting time for T.Y. Hilton to kind of let him maybe have another year or two, and then probably just kind of let him set up.
I think he's done after this year.
He's just not the same no more. But
I mean, he took less money to stay, which was, I mean, a huge thing for that team and camaraderie and stuff like that, because he's the senior guy in that wide receiver room. But I mean, time waits for no man.
So real quick with the Colts, they got to play Tennessee again, and I think this time there's going to be a revenge game. Travis, do you think that the Colts will make a run for the playoffs?
I feel like it'll be close. Honestly, with Carson Wentz at quarterback, I don't know about the Colts. They give me something. But, I mean, Jonathan Taylor, he's an excellent running back. But if they do make it, it's based off their run game. I feel like Carson Wentz is I don't think he's the guy.
I can ride with that, Travis. Yeah, Carson Wentz. I have Carson Wentz in fantasy. So I feel like he's a good fantasy quarterback, but when it comes, like an actual NFL quarterback and watching him play, he's not a franchise guy or somebody that's gonna take them anywhere. So, yeah, I don't think they're gonna make it to the playoffs this season.
And now let's talk a little bit about the Jags. So the Jags, watch out, everybody. Remember, they shut down Josh Allen to Josh Allen.
I don't know how.
When I watched that game, I was like, "Is this the Bills?" And I'm looking at my score thing. I was like, "Is this real? The Jags
6-9.
6-9." I'm like, "How does this happen?"
I feel like.
Did you see Urban Meyer act like he won the Super Bowl? He was all
Of course.
I'm like, and then Trevor Lawrence walking out of there, Rico Suave with his hair out. He acted like he did something big. But here's the thing: the Jags, they're in growing pains, and hopefully they keep adding more elements to their game. Because, like I said, you got Marvin Jones; he's a good wide receiver. Get some more help. Get us, and then Robinson, of course, he's still a good running back.
Oh, yeah.
They just need a better line and start picking up pieces defensively, and I think the Jags will be in the talks. But see, I'm gonna take it all the way back to week 1. I had the Jags up here, and I realized, okay, there's just that. So there's my apologies there. So all right, so we're all taking the Colts. I take it.
Yes.
All right. So the next game, Cowboys are visiting the Falcons.
No, the Cowboys are home against the Falcons.
Okay, so this is really nice. I'll start it off real quick. So Atlanta has found their mojo. These guys are really winning, and again, they're not using Mike Davis. We've said this for the past weeks and weeks on the show. Am I right, Justin? We keep saying, why is Mike Davis not being played? I mean, it seems like Cordell Patterson has taken the pass game, the run game.
The return game.
Use Mike Davis, you guys. Get him in there. And then who's their emerging wide receivers?
The tight end.
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
It's their wide receiver.
Russell Gage.
No, not Ridley. It starts with the Z. Can someone help me out with Eric? Wide receivers.
Other than Russell Gage and Calvin Ridley, I don't know any of the receivers.
He had a stellar game. Oh boy, you guys, we're trying to. Let me see. It was. Eric, do you got anything?
Working on it.
His name is okay. I don't know if I'm gonna say this name right. Olamide Zacchaeus.
Yeah, Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus. He has stepped up, and so they're really are finding their niche and going forward. So, but they're going against Dallas. Dallas, they're going to learn from. They learned from that loss to Denver. I got Dallas in this game. Yes, America's team. Them boys. I'm going for them boys of Dallas.
Yeah, I got to go with Dallas too, man. I mean, they had, a tough loss. Good teams lose to, mediocre to bad teams sometimes. That's okay. They'll bounce back from it. Just, that the Falcons, they have weapons, just not as much as the Cowboys.
I'm going to go Cowboys. I feel like that Denver game was a wake-up call for them.
I'm going to do the same thing. Travis hit it right on the head. That was kind of a punch in the mouth to them. They got to win every game. They got to come to play, and I think they have the Falcons covered. And at home, too, they need to kind of redeem it for the fans that they need to win at home in Jerry's World. So, Cowboys.
All right. So, is there any other games that I missed? That was
the Jets and the Bills.
Oh, wow. Just more salt in the wound. Okay, well, I've made fun of the Jets for a long time, and they keep surprising me. They beat the Bengals, and they also
the Titans.
And also beat the Titans. So
Somehow.
You know what? No, I'm going for the Bills. I think the Bills are gonna. Josh Allen said, "Okay, that was a bad game in Jacksonville," and him and Diggs and Emmanuel Sanders.
Cole Beasley,
they all need to get back in that. I still feel that their running game is not that great. I don't know why. Singletary and Moss
Zach Moss.
They need to get at it, get those reps in, and also Dawson Knox. Is he back from?
I'm not sure. I think
he's questionable.
Yeah, he's questionable.
Okay.
I got the Bills. I think they bounce back. I think they put up 35, 40 points in this game easy.
And Travis, who you're taking?
I also think Bills. I think Bills are going to take that also as a wake-up call, like the Cowboys.
Okay, I got the Jets, and here is why, guys.
I got to hear this.
Oh, yes.
The Bills just lost to the Jaguars.
Yes.
A disappointing loss, What an upset. I love it. I love when upsets like that happen. The Jets have beaten two amazing teams this year. Their only 2 wins are against great teams. I got the Bills are in a slump. And if they can't pass the ball, they don't really have a run game going. So I feel like Mike White's going to step up for the Jets. Hopefully he's back. I don't know, because he got injured last game. Hopefully he's back this game. But if Mike White is in, I'm saying that the Jets are going to give the Bills a run for their money and make another upset a second week in a row for the Bills. I got that, man.
Hey, he's all in.
I am all in on this. I am really hyped for the Jets. I want them to win.
like a credit card application, you've been denied. You've been denied.
Hey,
brother.
we will see.
Hey, energy drinks on me if the Jets win the game.
Okay. To all the Sports Fellas Nation, you heard that. You heard it from my boy Eric. You can catch him. I'm not going to put his business out there, but if you need to know where he is, you let me know. So, all right. So he called it out. So I want to say real quick before we go, shout out to Travis. Thank you so much for coming through. And also shout out to the people behind the scenes. Eric, thank you so much. Keep your head up with Green Bay. Also to Andrew and also to Paolo, thank you so much for the designs. Thank you for making it happen. And also I want to thank all the friends and family and all the people who've checked us out. Thank you so much for your support. Keep it coming, you guys. I want to say real quick also that we're going to have another show on Saturday. So tune into that. We're going to tune into the teams. Also, we're going to talk a little college. And also, we're going to get ready to talk just a little bit basketball. Now it's college basketball. We got the NBA started. So we'll make it creative. So thank you to you guys.
I'm going to give a shout out to Chris with a K, Chuck, Chaz, the guys that are normally here on Sports Fellas. Miss you guys. Love being back in the booth. And shout out to all the people in the armed forces that keep us safe.
Shout out to my buddies from Andover, Eli and Derek. Love watching football with them. Keep me watching.
Shout out to my Kansas City fans. After these past couple weeks, I thought we were done for the playoffs, but now we have a chance. So shout out to you guys. We got this.
All right. Sounds good. Tune into the next episode, guys. Thank you.